So this is the HomeLink. This is the homework sheet for What's My Rule, Lesson 2-3 of Everyday Math. This says practice facts and fact extensions. Complete the What's My Rule problems. Make up problems of your own for the last table. So we have a rule, which is subtract 7. We put a number in, we subtract 7 from that number, and a different number comes out. So for the number that we put in, it's 14. So again, I'm going to write my rule right up here. And I'm just going to remember I'm going to subtract 7 from each of these numbers. So I know 14 minus 7 is 7. I know 7 minus 7 is 0. I know 12 minus 7 is 5. I know 15 minus 7 is 8. I know 10 minus 7 is 3. And I know 21 minus 7 is 14. So that's how I'm going to do that problem. For these two, for numbers 2 and 3, we notice we have numbers in and numbers out, but we have to figure out in either one category or the other. And the way we do this is for this one we take a look at the rule. And we see the rule is add 9. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put add 9 so that I remember that's what I'm doing to the number on this side. It's the number that goes in that I'm doing the rule to. That's a key point. So I'm going to zoom right in so we can all remember it. It's the number that goes in that I do the rule to. Only the number that goes in. And that's what makes the number that comes out. So I know that 7 plus 9 is 16. For this one though, I can't think what is 18 plus 9 because that would be a different box over here. I have to think what number plus 9 is going to give me 18. Well, I know that 9 plus 9 is 18. So 9 plus 9 is 18. Another way you could do that is you might think, well, if this rule is something plus 9, then this would have to be something minus 9. And so you could think about it that way. And you could do 18 minus 9, and I know that's 9, and that's a good way to check your answer, too, so if you're not sure. So for this one, if it's in the inside, you're going to add 9. If it's in the outside, you're going to take away 9. Okay? So 37 plus 9 for this. 86 minus 9 for that. 49 plus 9 for this. And this one you get to make up your own. So you can choose any numbers you want here as long as you are adding 9 to the end. So I'm going to say 100 for the number I put in. Now this could be 100, it could be 152, it could be 1044, or it could be 5. Doesn't matter what number you put in here, it's your choice. Whatever it is though, you have to add 9 to that number. So I know that 100 plus 9 is going to be 109. And that's what I'm going to write for my answer. If we come over to number 3, you take a look at that, you see there's nothing for the rule. You see there's nothing for the rule. So if you take a second and you think how you can figure the rule out, what I do to figure the rule out is I look at two numbers. And I think, what happened from this number to this number? Well, it got bigger. So I bet I'm adding, because 100 is definitely more than 70. So I'm going to say add, but how many am I going to add? Well, I know, let's see, I can probably count up by tens to figure it out, because 70 is an even number that ends in 0, and 100 also ends in 0. So if I go 70, let's see, 70, 80, so 70 to 80, 80 to 90, and 90 to 100. And if I count by tens, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, that looks right. 70, if I add 70 plus 30, let's see. Yep, that gives me 100. That works. So I think my rule is add 30. So I'm going to add 30 to all the numbers in the end. So 20 plus 30 is 50. And then something, I know something plus 30 is 60. So I have to either subtract or I have to count up. I have to try some numbers maybe and count up. Whatever strategy you use is your choice to figure out what this number is. I'll just tell you, it's going to be less than 60. You're not adding 30 to 60 because that would be a different number. Okay? It's less than 60. 90, let's see, is 90 plus 30 120? Yeah, it is, because I know that 9 plus 3 equals 12. So 90 plus 30 equals 120. And then let's see, 50 plus 30, I'm going to put my answer here. Oh, and good, for this one I get to make up my own numbers again. So for this one, I guess I'm going to do, well, I'll make it easy on myself. I'm going to do 2. So I want to add 2. Well, I forgot to write my rule right up here so I could remember it. See, I'm going to do 2 plus 30, and I would get 32. Okay, and you guys can make up your own at home. Now for this last one, number 4, this is probably the most fun for you because you get to make up your own rule. Okay, it doesn't have to be anything that anybody tells you to make up. This one is yours. Okay, so you could say add 25, you can say add 42, you can say subtract 91, you can say multiply 5. Okay, whatever rule you want to make up that you know that you can do. Okay, so maybe I'm going to make up a rule. Let's see. This one already has on this page, it has 1 subtract and 2 adds. So maybe I'll say subtract, just for fun. Subtract, let's see, let's say subtract 12. Okay, so any number that I put in, I have to take 12 away. So I'm going to put in 12, and then my rule is subtract 12. So I know 12 minus 12 is 0. Let's see, 20. 20 minus 12 is 8. These numbers, whatever you choose, it doesn't matter. It's your choice. You can pick 21, 22, 23. You can pick 30, 40, 50. You can pick 24, 36, 48, 60. It's up to you, just as long as you follow the rule as you do this work. So that is lesson 2.3, the HomeLink for what's my rule. And again, these are called in and out boxes, and they are very important to practice thinking about a number, figuring out what the rule is, and then seeing the number that it produces. And also backwards too. Thinking about the number it produces, looking at the rule that got it there, and so what the original number must be. So you have to be able to think about it going this way and going this way. Okay, so lesson 2.3, in and out boxes.